Hi guys, it's Kim. I am just sitting in front of my house chillaxing. Went and for my walk and went and got my nails done. Remember how I told you guys that I was going to grow up my nails? Guess what? You'd be proud of me. This is really difficult for me because I told you guys that I'm a nail biter. I haven't bitten my nails in over a month, and check them out. They're looking good. It goes to show that you can put your mind to anything and you can accomplish it. But I wanted to come on this morning because the word hope has come to me twice today in actually 3 different ways that I wanted to share with you guys. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Cindy. Hello, beautiful. So my niece just sent me a text and she's like, "You're never going to believe what I found." And some of you know my sister had a stroke like 9 years ago, actually, in August, and she had to learn to walk and talk again. The night she had the stroke, we were told by Mass General that they didn't even know that she'd make it the night. Like, I'm talking a hopeless situation, to the point that I was at MGH. It was about midnight. My minister came in and had to hold me square in the shoulders and tell me that I wasn't dreaming, where I was, that this was happening, because I was in such denial. Like, how could we be dealt with one other thing? And my sister made it through the night. She was in a coma for 2 weeks, and we could see through her eyes when she came out of the coma that there were glimpses of hope, that somehow, some way, my sister was there. I could see it. I could feel it. She then got transferred to Spalding, not being able to talk, walk, feed herself, you name it. My sister had to learn the alphabet. She had to learn how to talk. She had to learn how to feed herself. Like, basic things that babies learn how to do, my sister had to learn how to do. She had to reconfigure all the wiring in her brain and create new connections, because she had a massive bleed on her brain. And my sister had the mindset and was determined, being a single parent because her husband was deceased, that she was not going to leave her daughter here alone. And she worked her butt off with all the miraculous nurses and doctors at Spalding. Shout out to them. And because of them and her determination and hard work, she is able to walk and talk and feed herself and drive a car and live independently, and basically went against all odds of what we were given, which was basically a hopeless situation that day. So my niece on my other side of the family just sent me a text and said, "You're never going to believe what I just found." And it said Getting Girls Journey of Hope. So we had these bracelets made up and we sold them as a fundraiser to help support my sister and her daughter at the time. And we had a huge fundraiser. And it was just a reminder, like, wow, you can be in like a really dark place, and with hope and the right mindset and prayers and a village behind you, you can move mountains. Like, what you can accomplish is unbelievable. And it was a reminder to me of this morning, because my niece who sent it to me found out when she was about 2 years old that she had a brain tumor, and she's been struggling her whole life. She's now in her early 30s. And if there's anyone in this time of COVID that has taught me more about hope, it's her. Someone who has never driven a car, maybe never gone on a date in her life, done basic things that we all take for granted, and has hope in her heart and her mind and lives her day out every day like that. And she right now has tumors all over her lungs, so she hasn't been able to leave the house even before COVID started. And if there's anyone that I look to when I'm feeling down, it's her. This young girl has persevered and just time and time got up when all the odds were stacked against her, and has a heart full of hope and grace. And it reminded me again what hope is. And the reason why this keeps ringing back true for me, and I want to share this with you guys, I had a meeting last week with Peter from the real estate office that I work in, and he was told, that his mom had cancer. And I'm sorry if people like writing messages, I can't read them. And his mom didn't speak English, and he didn't share with her what the doctors were sharing, which was basically a situation of disrepair, a hopeless situation. Instead, he fed her hope and gave her these messages, and she was able to, again, beat the odds of what the doctor said, because it was all about mindset and having a bright outlook and a heart full of hope. And I had someone today comment on a post that some of you might have seen from yesterday. What is love? All right, love is all around us. Love is just being able to be alive and breathing. But someone wrote, "Love does not exist," or they couldn't find it right now in this country. And I've really been thinking about that, and that's been making me feel really sad that someone feels that way. And I told them, I said, hope is everywhere around us. There could be things going on, whether it's politics, COVID, whatever. This country is more divided than I've ever seen it in my lifetime. But there are so many places of good people and kind things happening and loving things. And like I said, just me being able to sit here in this chair and feel the breeze against my face and have my iced coffee, it gives me hope And I know there's always hope. When I've seen my sister, when she was told she couldn't walk or talk again, and she drives a car and works. When I've seen my niece born with a brain tumor who was given a picture of disrepair, and she wakes up every day with a heart and mind full of hope. When I look at Peter's mother, who was given awful news and she went on to live some good, healthy years. When I look at my mother, who was given 12 weeks and lived 3 years, and she'd walk into her doctor's appointments and the doctors would say, how are you even doing this? We look at these scans and we don't even know how you're standing here and talking to us. Those are examples of hope that I've had in my life. And when I looked last night, there was some lanterns, if anybody was local in Stoneham, there was some lanterns that were lit up. And a young mom just lost her life in Stoneham, 42 years old, to breast cancer. God bless her soul. And it was a sign of hope that there's a higher power that's bigger than us, whatever your beliefs are. And somehow, some way, if you can wake up every morning with a fresh start, we are going through awful times. I'm not going to discount that. But if you need to reach out to me, talk to me on the phone, whoever that person is that uplifts you, maybe it's a song, maybe it's going to get an iced coffee, maybe it's going for a ride in your car with the windows open and the breeze, maybe it's just sitting staring out at a lake in swans. There's so much hope all around us. So shut off the TV. Don't listen to the politics and the banter going back and forth with people on Facebook. All right, most of us are adults and we feel how we feel, and people's opinions aren't going to change that, who we're voting for. And just, it's the simple things, the baby steps. My sister learning how to say the alphabet. And how did we do it? We made reconfigures of wires in her brain, because the part of your brain that operates and you learn music is different than language, believe it or not, and you can make connections. So back to the basics of singing at Sesame Street and ABCs and Happy Birthday, and just finding laughter in times of disrepair, or I'm not even saying that word right, but just appreciating the people around you that love on you on your hardest of days. Like that, my friends, is hope. So if someone's feeling hopeless today, I just wanted to tell you that I'm here. I'm thinking of you. So many people are, and usually it's unspoken, but just wake up with a fresh perspective, open up your eyes, look at the sky, feel the breeze, and let all that other stuff fall by the wayside, and put your headphones on, listen to music that you enjoy, and it will totally change your mindset. All right. So I just wanted to say there's always, always hope. And I'm sitting here enjoying my iced coffee in my front lawn that needs to be replanted, but I'm not focusing on that. I'm focusing on the bushes that I planted this summer, and we're letting the pool water out right now. And I'm like, you know what? It's good. It's time. We need some change. We need a new season, and I'm hopeful for what the months ahead bring. So I just wanted to come and share that message with you guys. All right, keep it real. Blessings. Bye, guys.